Imagine the salty Miami breeze whipping through your hair as you stand on the sun-drenched deck of the Regal Voyager. That massive floating palace cutting through the turquoise waves of the Caribbean. Your heart pounds like a distant thunder. Not from fear, but from the sweet, slow burn of justice finally catching up. That's where I found myself on that fateful April morning in 2024, Rachel Thompson, the overlooked architect from Seattle, watching my younger sister Megan's perfectly Botoxed face crumple like cheap paper when she realized her exclusive family getaway wasn't so exclusive anymore. Her snide little laugh from weeks earlier still echoed in my ears. "Oh, honey, you assumed." But oh, how the tables had turned. To grasp the full weight of that moment, though, you have to rewind. Feel the quiet ache that built over years. The kind of hurt that simmers in your chest until it boils over into something unbreakable. I've always been the steady one. The 35-year-old structural engineer at Pacific Designs in Seattle, drafting blueprints for high-rises that touch the clouds while keeping my own life grounded and unassuming. Numbers and steel beams don't lie, they reward precision. Unlike people, my weekends were spent poring over schematics or volunteering at community rebuilds after storms, quiet satisfactions that never made headlines. Growing up in the Thompson clan, I was the eldest. The one who fixed things, Mom's leaky roof after Dad left us in the lurch when I was 12. Or the family budget when times got tight. My mother, Evelyn, a sharp-tongued nurse practitioner in Portland. And my stepfather, Harold, a mid-level accountant, poured their pride into Megan, my 31-year-old sister. She was the sparkle, the aspiring lifestyle blogger turned wellness coach with 150,000 Instagram followers under at Megan Glows, peddling yoga retreats and organic teas like they were tickets to enlightenment. Her fiancé, Derek, a 33-year-old marketing exec, treated me like a quaint relic, nice, but irrelevant. Family gatherings were my silent battlefield, where I'd smile through the slights, clinging to faded memories of childhood road trips to the Oregon coast, where for a few days, we felt whole. But shadows have a way of lengthening. Megan's glow always eclipsed mine. As kids, she'd steal the spotlight at school plays while I aced math Olympiads in the background, my parents clapping louder for her curtain calls than my quiet trophies. "Rachel's so reliable," they'd say, like it was a consolation prize. I built my career brick by brick, graduating top of my class in civil engineering, landing projects that reshaped Seattle's skyline. Yet at every holiday dinner, the talk veered to Megan's latest viral post or sponsorship deal. Last fall, when I led the redesign of a sustainable bridge that won a national award, I shared the news over Thanksgiving turkey. Megan glanced up from her phone, smirking. "That's adorable. Sis. Bridges? I mean, it's not exactly saving souls. But hey, props for the effort." Mom nodded along, eyes glazing over before staring back to Megan's upcoming wellness summit in Hawaii. Dad, Harold, muttered something about practical jobs and past the gravy. It stung. That casual erasure. Like I was wallpaper in my own life. The cuts deepened. In December, I applied for an advanced certification course in green architecture. A $600 investment in my future. Manageable if I skipped a few coffees. That same week, Megan whined about needing $4,000 for a transformative coaching certification in Sedona. Without blinking, Mom wired the cash, gushing at our New Year's brunch about how Megan was elevating her brand. When I hinted at help for my course, Harold patted my shoulder. "Sweetie, we're stretched thin after Megan's thing. It's not urgent, right? Save up." The message landed like a gut punch. My growth was optional, hers was essential. Then came the social media jabs. I posted a rare selfie from a solo hike in the Cascades, my escape, my recharge. Hours later, Megan reposted a filtered version with, "Nature's cute, but level up your adventures. Folks, glow up." Comments flooded in, praising her inspo while mine gathered dust. Each one a tiny fracture, building pressure I didn't even know was there. Until that crisp March evening at Mom and Harold's cozy ranch-style home in Portland's suburbs. The air smelled of roasted chicken and unspoken tensions. It was a bigger affair than usual. My Aunt Clara from San Francisco, Uncle Ted, and my cousin Liam, who always saw through the facade, nursing his beer in the corner. Dinner hummed along, Harold droning about tax season, Mom updating on her clinic's drama, Megan scrolling for likes. I played my role, passing roles, asking about everyone's week. Then Harold clinked his glass, face beaming like he'd won the lottery. Big news, folks. To toast Megan and Derek's engagement, we've splurged on a family cruise on the Regal Voyager, 7 days in the Caribbean paradise. My breath caught. Cruises? We hadn't done one since I was a teen. Those rare escapes where the waves washed away the favoritism. That's incredible, I burst out. Genuine excitement bubbling. I can't wait, when do we sail? The room iced over. Megan looked up, one eyebrow arched like a weapon, and let out that snort, dismissive, cutting. Oh, honey, you assumed. Whispers halted. Eyes darted. What? I stammered, heat rising in my cheeks. It's for the engagement, Megan drawled. Like I was slow. Me, Derek, Mom, Harold, the core crew. But I'm core, I thought, the words sticking in my throat. Mom reached over, her touch patronizing. Rachel. Megan's footing the bill from her coaching gigs. Her call on the guest list. I glanced at Harold, pleading. Like our old family trips? He fidgeted. Different vibe now. This is her moment. Megan leaned back, smug. You could pet sit for us back home. You're great at handling the boring stuff. My phone vibrated. Liam, WTF? That's cold. You good? No. I wasn't. My fork trembled as I passed the salad, the chatter resuming around me like I was invisible. In that flicker of candlelight on Megan's triumphant grin, something snapped, a quiet resolve hardening like concrete. What they didn't know, what I'd shielded like a secret blueprint, was that I wasn't just Rachel the engineer. For 4 years, I'd run Verdant Visions, an online platform blending architectural prints, rare design books, and custom eco-plants. It started as a side hustle during lockdown, selling vintage blueprints from my collection. Now, $90,000 in profits last year, rivaling my salary. I'd kept it under wraps, funneling earnings into smart investments, living simply while the business bloomed. Why hide it? Because I knew Megan would call it quaint, Mom would question the risk, Harold would lecture on taxes. But deeper? Last year, I'd invested in Voyager Leisure Group, the cruise line's parent, 3% stake, about $22,000. Solid dividends. Nothing flashy. Yet here it was. I owned a sliver of the very ship they'd sail without me. As dinner droned on, a plan etched itself in my mind. Clean lines. No room for error. I'd documented the slights, not for spite, but sanity. Screenshots of texts, family chat. Rachel's got that bridge award, cool, I guess, followed by Megan's yawn. My retreat sold out in hours. Emails ignoring my holiday plans for hers. Liam's video from last Easter. Megan eye rolling as I shared a project win. Whispering to Derek. Always the workhorse. Never the star. Enough. 2 days post-dinner, I consulted Elena Vargas at Vargas Law Firm in Seattle. As a shareholder, she confirmed. Scanning docs. You get perks, discounted voyages, upgrades. Booking the same cruise? Totally legal. The ocean's big. I nodded. Pull steady. Next. I looped in Liam. Send me everything you've seen, the digs, the exclusions. His voice lit up, finally fighting back? Hell yes. The stars aligned. Megan's engagement bash on April Fools at the upscale Cascade Hall in Portland. Guest list? Family. Friends. Her influencer circle. I invested in me, a $500 emerald gown that hugged like armor. Salon glow-up turning my practical waves into polished elegance. Heels that clicked with authority. Weeks blurred in prep, a slideshow of evidence. Irrefutable. Booked the presidential suite on the Voyager starboard, mirroring theirs. Arranged welcome gifts in their cabins. Rehearsed my words till they flowed like a river sharp, but not venomous. April 1st. I arrived fashionably late to the hall's twinkling lights and lavender themes. Heads turned. This wasn't the Rachel they knew. The fade into shadows one. Liam grinned. Damn. Cousin. Showtime. I wove through, champagne in hand, toward Megan's cluster. She faltered mid-story. Rachel? You. Changed. Congrats, I said coolly. Derek mumbled. Didn't think you'd show. Family first. Right? Before retort. I signaled Liam. Lights dimmed. Screen shifted from couple pics to enlarged texts, the family's quiet cruelties. The room hushed. I took the mic. Evening. All. I'm Rachel Thompson. Megan's sister. Gasps. Congrats to the couple. Love like theirs? Rare. Screens scrolled dismissals. Family means everything to me. So my gift. A server presented envelopes to Megan. Derek. Mom. Harold. Open up. As they did. I continued. You're cruising on the Regal Voyager. What you don't know. I'm joining and upgrading you to top suites. Gratis. Megan blanched. No way. Screen flipped to my portfolio. Voyager stake highlighted. Outside engineering. I run Verdant Vision's $90K profits last year. Invested wisely. Including in your cruise line. Her envelope. Upgrade confirm. My note. Family includes all. Mom stammered. You own a piece. Yes. My quaint side gig paid off. Megan fumed. This is nuts. Legal, I said. Nodding to Elena in the crowd. Harold, private chat. We've had years. This is my announcement. Murmur swelled. She's loaded. Thought she was just an engineer. I stepped down. See you aboard. Liam hooped. Epic. I floated out. Lighter. As they huddled in shock. Mom caught my arm. Why hide it? When did you ask? Her flinch said it all. Enjoy the views. The week hummed quiet, no calls. Just Liam's updates, Megan spinning damage control. Followers questioning her fam vibes. Her brand dipped. 60K followers gone. Cease and desist arrived. Elena laughed it off. I flew to Miami. Boarded early, suite dream. Balcony. Butler. Endless blue. At 2 p.m. App pinged, they boarded. I gave them time, then strolled poolside in linen chic. They posed, I approached, perfect sail weather. They spun. Megan dropped her shades. Harold, you're here. As promised. Megan hissed, this ruins everything. Or enhances, you're welcome. Derek shielded, after the party humiliation? Humiliation? Sharing success? Mom, talk private. Agreed, captain's dinner. 8 p.m. I left. Their stares heavy. Evening, private table. Captain joining. All came, Harold stiff. Mom guarded. Megan late for drama. Thanks for showing, I said. Air clearing time. Megan, point made. What point? Harold, hiding success to punish. Protected myself from dismissals. Mom, We supported. Did you? Ask about my life. Silence. Appetizers broke tension. Megan, why now? Would you listen before? Captain arrived. Fawning over my steak. Post-departure, Harold, grievances. Recognition. No more afterthought. Megan, revenge. Balance. Respect or I'm out. Mom. Small, what do you want? Inclusion as equal. Main course, quiet for them. Peace for me. Harold broke. Verdant visions tell us. Olive branch. I shared, sourcing rare prints. Growing exotics. Community building. Their faces shifted Harold's respect for margins. Mom's curiosity. Derek's nod. Megan's dawning envy. Why not tell? Mom asked. It was mine untouchable. Dessert, Megan, to show us up? No. Built for me. Join to claim space. Derek, families need shakes, my sis and I. Megan glared. Harold, now what? Your choice. I've claimed mine. Mom lingered. Sorry. Didn't see. First apology flawed. But real. I knew, not malice. Just neglect of the reliable one. Cruise days shifted, breakfast investment chats with Harold. Spotlit talks with Mom. Excursions including me. Tensions flared Megan's habits. Parent slips, but I held firm. That excludes me. No more accommodating. Final night, Megan aside, posting this. No. Private. Relief, thanks. But change. Or true sense. Disembark. Dinner at my place next, a first. Mom wanted business tour. Harold offered contacts. Imperfect steps. Weeks later, Megan's brand crisis deepened. Derek bolted. Citing dynamics. Me? Expanded to Verdant Vision Studio in Boston, storefront blending designs. Books. Plants. $150,000 quarterly by fall. Media buzz. Family visited opening. Megan humbled. Coaching locally. Awkward. But authentic. Mom called. Plan next cruise. I smiled amid my thriving space. Sure. All invited. My name is Rachel Thompson. Engineer. Owner. Once invisible. That deck moment taught. True revenge isn't destruction, it's visibility. Forcing eyes to see the strength you hid in plain sight.